What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Mr. Cthulhu here, and I hate the fact that we have some unnamed normies in the background.
Hey!
Doing didn't even want to contribute, but want to chime in on everything. Trying to distract from success. Successful people. Much like my co-host today, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Oh, well, see, I'm a subtle Fraudulence. It's a nice story behind my name, but I'm not telling you that right now. I'm just here to talk about movies and games and other things that come up, as your boy, Mr. Cthulhu Hoop over here will bring up.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Oh, well, see,
I mean, we're friends. You can call me Cthulhu Hoop. Them random people who trying to sign me for deals, that's Mr. today.
Oh, so I can't call you Xavier?
Man, you can call me Xavier the Savior. You can call me anything you want, just not Mr. Cthulhu Hoop. It's just too formal at this juncture. But why is he here, though?
I mean, background noise, ambiance for the fans. So that we have a live fan to see what we're doing and tell us what's going on.
In front of a live studio audience. Would you like to say anything about that, young Heem Hoom Jess?
Yo, turn on the clapping sign. Applause.
You better clap. Yo, that action was trash.
Yeah,
anyway.
I wasn't expecting any of that, but all right.
So, a couple of days ago, we saw the Day Zero premiere screening of Infinity War.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for me, about 5 minutes in, my bowels, my intestines, my mid-region, so to speak, were telling me, unless you want to be a puddle in the seat, you're going to go to the bathroom right now. Because this movie was, 2.5 hours long?
Yeah.
And I'm 15 minutes in, and my soul was already being taken by Shang Tsung. So I missed the first couple of moments of the movie. But my man here, he was able to hunker down and see everything from beginning to end. The only scene I missed was literally 6 minutes of the Vision Scarlet Witch on their little honeymoon-esque vacation.
So are we doing spoilers? Is that how it's going? We're spoiling the movie?
Oh no, we're not spoiling the movie. I'm just saying. I mean, come on, we knew that was happening. That was in the trailer. In the trailer, it looked like they were smashing.
It was also in Civil War II when they gave Vision skin.
Yeah. Hey man, the Tin Man needed skin, man. It was real. But that being said, what did you think of Infinity War? No spoilers.
I'll tell you right now, if you love Marvel movies and you love Marvel in general, Marvel comics, anything Marvel related, watch the movie. You're going to have all kinds of feels. You're going to enjoy the movie. It was done perfectly for what they were building up. This movie was amazing, especially for introducing a new villain, especially for addressing the one thing that people always talk about with Marvel movies, which is villains are really, really boring. They're just some dude that shows up and goes, I'm going to take over the galaxy. And they're like, no, you're not, ruffian. And then they kill him. Or they
slap him up.
Yeah, or if you're a Crossbones in freaking Civil War, you're a character who got introduced in another movie who's supposed to be something serious, oh yeah, I'm going to be in a lot of movies. And then you get one sequence in the beginning of the movie and you're dead.
I mean, at the end of the day, Infinity War, it was kind of like a cap on, this entire decade of just Marvel cinema. But it makes me feel just so bad. Because I know there's somebody out there, and by some, I mean there's a bunch of people who hate Marvel and love DC, and they can do nothing but hate at this point. I mean, they got the animated movies. I'm talking with DC. Why don't you get your animated team to just write the live action shit for you? Batman Ninja? If that was a live action movie, that shit would have sold itself. Just tell Elseworld stories, otherverse stories, multiverse stories. You don't even have to talk about messing up the canon. Just stick with the most random hot nonsense. You can make the Joker a ballerina. People will watch it. People will watch it. Black Swan, but it's just told from the Joker's point of view. I don't know why people will watch it. I'd watch it. It'd make a great live action film. You can make it deep. You can do all this stuff. But Marvel movies have captured one key element of these comic book films. You can have fun. You can enjoy yourself. It doesn't have to be, why did you say that name? Where's Martha?
Always. I mean, all the Marvel movies are really lighthearted, which is good. I mean, it's bad in some movies, but with this one, they, kept the tone perfect. It was okay, everything is serious, but, during this meeting of these two characters, we get the moments that people wanted, which is oh, what happens if Thor meets Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh, they have some, funny quips and whatnot, because Guardians of the Galaxy is all about excuse me, some, funny quips here and there, some nice, old nostalgic music, and, cool adventures in space.
But I thought it was interesting that all the characters in this movie felt like they were coming from their own movie. Like, it felt more like a crossover than a quote-unquote just generic collaboration. Like, it felt like Thor was portraying himself as, like, I don't want to, if you just say, oh, he's portraying himself as Thor. Well, no, he's been Thor for like 7 movies now. Of course he's going to be Thor. But, I mean, it didn't feel like they tried to streamline all of their styles and make one brand new, quote-unquote, seamless style of just averaging everybody together. So there were scenes where some characters would, like, definitely stick out with Thor's fish out of water ass. And then you have Star-Lord who's just like, no, you can't do this, because I'm the captain now. And, you know, once he found out the pecking order that he really has nothing on Thor in terms of powers, hilarity ensues. But we'll save that for some other time when we can talk about spoilers. Just know that we thought it was a good movie. What about you, Engineer? Did you think it was a good movie?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Engineers don't get questions. All right.
Have you not seen the podcast that our audience member has been trying to shove down our throat? Their engineer don't do nothing but talk.
But yeah, the movie is good for everybody who cares about movies in general. The movie was not like made for Marvel. Well, it was made for Marvel fans, but it was made mainly to be a good movie, which it accomplished really well. So like, if you care about movies at all, go see it. It's gonna be, you know, a blast. It's gonna be worth your money, which is something you can't say about a lot of movies.
Ready Player One?
Oh boy. That movie was nice. I mean, for what it was supposed to be.
Ready Player One was nice?
For what it was supposed to be.
I don't trust that. I saw that movie with you in an empty theater. It was just us.
That movie was not for you and me. I'll tell you that right now. That movie was for, you know.
The casuals? I play Mario Kart from time to time.
That's for people who like memes. A lot.
I told you, it was fantastic memes and where to find them. That's what the movie should have been called.
I mean,
it could have been Sword Art Online Meme Edition DLC, baby. That's what it should have been called as far as I'm concerned.
It could have also been called Cameos, the movie, because of all the like random characters that showed up. Because your avatar can be anything, even things that exist.
Nostalgia, the movie. I remember that. That's familiar. It was harmless, goofy, turn your brain off film. I mean, it wasn't going to do anything deep. I just thought it was funny that people were saying that, oh, it made women seem more as though they were just a prize to get rather than something that was meant to be worked for. And I'm just like, if that's what you got out of this movie, you were looking for that. You came in there, you put ass in seat saying, how can we spend this to get clicks on my website? Soon as opening credits came up, you was looking for ways to and you got all the way to the end credits and you said, we ain't found shit yet. That's the ticket.
Yeah, I like heard about those articles before I actually watched the movie, and watching the movie, that was kind of a stretch. Like, he didn't make it like, oh, I'm only doing this quest for you because I love you. It's like, no.
What I'm surprised is, since this whole team was technically minorities, and they did 98% of the work, I'm surprised they didn't say, how come there go the white man again taking credit for all the minorities' work? Like, I'm surprised that article hasn't come out yet.
That
if it does,
probably out there.
It probably is. I just ain't seen it. But if it isn't, and you're going to write it now, make sure you give your boy a big old fat commissions check. That's all I'm saying. But that aside, Infinity War was great. But speaking of something that is very similar to Marvel, if you segue to video games like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, there's another game out there that is bringing you your tag team action known as Dragon Ball FighterZ.
All right. Don't sit here and tell me that Dragon Ball is a versus game, because
first of all, what we just talked about was Ready Player One, and that was for casual. So I was giving you the casual segue and trying to be like, oh man, it's got tags, it's got DHCs, it's Marvel, baby.
No. People are playing the game because they love Dragon Ball Z. Who does not want to be Goku in a fighting game that's not
Budokai or Tenkaichi or Xenoverse?
Super Dragon Ball?
Like I said, Budokai 3 is still the GOAT. If we're talking about the 3D games, that's the pinnacle. Once they hit Tenkaichi, I wasn't really feeling it. Tenkaichi 2 and Xenoverse. I mean, Xenoverse was alright, but like it wasn't a game that I was going to invest into the multiplayer for. Xenoverse 2, we can just sweep that under the rug. We really ain't talking about that. But Dragon Ball FighterZ, 2 new DLC characters are joining the roster.
They're coming with a patch to the game, which also makes it even harder to really gauge what this is going to do, because those characters look super good. They look
like they have stuff. They have what we call the technology to body anybody. 8-way dash? I'm just saying there's certain people who have played certain games of the Marvel variety who looked at that fused merged Zamasu trailer and said, he's back, boys.
Look here, guys. Zamasu...
Young Magneto is back, boys.
Zamasu has a float from what it looks like. He's got either a super that allows him to throw a bunch of like projectiles at the same time, or he's got an attack that lets him do that. Either way, it's either going to turn out to be just like a super that throws the projectiles, or it's going to be like Beerus's balls and just stay there, or he can like put them somewhere on the screen and like make some sort of, you know, mix up off of that, which is super strong if that's the case. His level 3, or what I hope all was the animation for his level 3, looks godlike. So I hope it does a lot of damage. But
So what you're saying is you don't want that like you know, certain characters level 3s that.
Yo, I'm kind of.
So you want that Beerus damage?
Look, Nappa's level 3.
We want that Trunks.
It's so disappointing to see because his animation for that is so dope.
Yo, that wind up,
and he's like, and then it's just like, beep. It's like, cool, all right. So I'd spent 3 meters to do some semblance of damage, you know. All right.
But you get that hard knockdown though.
B&Bs give you hard knockdowns.
I mean, you're right, but I'm trying to give you some of the good. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we got a Nappa player back here.
Don't mention.
So you just gonna shake your head and just say don't mention?
Well, anyways,
back to the MVPs.
There's Vegito Blue, who his trailer came out today, which man, that
he has stuff. But because the way they edited it, you don't know what the stuff really is.
I actually saw a tweet today from Ray Ray where he was saying that these trailers need to have assists in them so that we can see what the character's assist does. Because you can't pick your assist in this game, which is that's another topic. But like, yeah, you can't pick your character's assist, so you want to see what move is going to be the assist, because there's some assists that are just kind of like what am I going to do with this? Like, why is it that out of all the moves this character can do,
this is the assist that they come in with?
Yeah. It would have been nice if the game had like what Skullgirls has, which is like a create your own assist thing where you can just put in the motion of your assist and then it's like that's the move that's going to come out, so that you know you can have like, first off, it adds more variety to the game, it adds more depth to.
So we'll say shout outs to Mike Z on that one.
Well, you know, but
hey man, if that man doesn't get his credit, we can be sued for libel. That is what I've been put on notice for.
For libel.
I'm not going down with that. This is the first episode. We can't go down that quick.
No, Mike Z is dope. The Skullgirls is dope. Play Skullgirls if you like Skullgirls. You know, it's a good game. It was a good product. Yeah. Anyways, back to DBZ. Not seeing assists in the trailers is actually kind of like a pretty huge deal. Like, the trailers are hard to like look at and be like, this character is going to do this and that, because you don't know what's an auto combo, you don't know what's like regular normals, you don't know what's a super, you don't know what's what. You just see like on the screen they're like showcasing the moves like it's Soul Calibur 2 or something, you know, like I'm just watching a showcase and you just doing all your cool stuff, and it's like, yeah, this is nice to watch, but what about
what's the practicality game? Though?
Yeah,
because like there's some stuff that's like, wow, it looks cool. Then like when you get in the lab, and this isn't with Dragon Ball FighterZ specifically. This is with any fighting game. You be like, yo, that move is so dope. Yo, that's godlike. Then you go check the frame data. You be like, who you hitting with that? Who? On what earth? Or better yet, and this is from a game that I play, Injustice 2. Oh boy, we got this. Oh, it's gonna be lit. Gear only. Oh, so that move, we just ain't never gonna use that move, huh? All right, cool. Thanks, Ed Boon. Thanks, Young Paulo. Thank you, NRS. I love it. But go ahead.
Also, frame data is probably going to be pretty important for these characters. If Zamasu and Vegito Blue come out with like a 1-frame jab for each character or something like that, then
okay, first off, we don't need 1-framers in this game. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
We don't need standing lows, but we got those too. So it don't matter anymore. We can get whatever we want. You gotta remember, when Gohan goes like this, you still have to be in fair. It's like, what is he gonna do next? It's like, oh, so it doesn't, like, you know, it could be anything. Plus, on top of that, we're getting system changes, we're getting character changes. Like, and
They said Android 16 and 21 are getting touched.
Oh yeah, they.
But they said Goku Black's not getting touched, which was interesting because that man has it all.
Well, Goku Black is really good. He's really strong, but like it's getting to a point where people are starting to notice that he's not. Yeah, noticing that he's not strong enough, or he's just kind of like he's got certain options, but that's it, and it's like you know how to get around those options, so there's not really much you can do.
Well, when he's a character that's picked as much as he is, you're eventually going to start seeing some chinks in the armor. But there's some characters where it's just like there's some people I've seen who go to tournaments who's they're Vegeta's ass. But the assist is just too much of a premium for them to give up. But now he's on the quote-unquote suspect list to be touched in this upcoming patch. So the only thing I can see them really touching is the assist.
Yeah, about that, they've actually like come out and like released a statement saying that they're gonna adjust his assist.
Okay.
I don't remember if they said that they're gonna adjust assist overall. I think they mentioned something like a blanketed statement about that, where they're gonna adjust assists, which I'm thinking is like for the better and like buffing most of the other assists, so that they're on the level of Vegeta assist, so that you don't have to be like, I have to pick this character because his assist is just so great. And if they buff assist like in general, that'd be good for the game. I mean,
yeah, but you don't think that make a lot of people's offense like mad brain dead?
Have you played the game?
Oh, I played the game, and I know there's a lot of brain dead stuff in it. But I'm just saying, at least with Vegeta, you be like, oh, this dude's like gonna play with no brain 9 times out of 10. I'm fine with that. Now, like, I don't want to see a Nappa coming at me with a Cyberman on the field, and then Captain Ginyu's like, oh, my assist is good now. You're just dying. I'm not trying to do all that right now.
I mean, but the people who are playing the game a lot more probably want that.
I mean, once again, I understand that. They want that evolution of depth, and I can appreciate that. But there's just some shit that I just don't think I want to see, and I just don't. I would rather see everyone's assists on an even playing field, yes. But I don't want everyone to go up to Vegeta assist. I want Vegeta assist to come down.
No. I think they're gonna nerf Vegeta assist a little bit and then buff everybody else to get like.
If we have a middle ground, that's cool. But if you say, nah, Vegeta's fine, just raise everybody else up there. No, nah, bro.
I don't think that Arc System works. Yeah, Arc System is gonna like look at the game and be like, yeah, we gotta nerf everybody to like even this out and stuff like that. I don't think they're really trying to like nerf characters. I think they're just trying to like make it as balanced as possible by, you know, buffing characters that don't have good enough strengths to be on par with like the top tier of characters or whatever, because you know like how everybody's switching to Adult Gohan or Cell because like those characters are, you know, super dope. Cell doesn't need to be touched because he's like that character's perfect. Like that character is perfect.
No pun intended, boys.
That's how he should be created. That's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, there was no pun intended. That guy, they knew what they were doing. That was one character they put heart, soul, and effort into.
He has good tools overall.
Except for that command grab. I'll talk about that later.
It's weird, but whatever. I mean, but yeah. I mean, like everybody's switching to Adult Gohan because this pressure is just like it's just really good. Like I'm pretty sure people have seen tons of sequences now where like you've had people having to block for like 5 minutes straight, like 5 real time minutes in a game because like, there's nothing they can really do about the pressure. Like
it's literally a jail sentence. As soon as that man comes in there and hits 2H legs, what do you do?
As long as he's got assists, he's got the pressure going.
Unless you got one of the short hitbox characters like Vegeta. That man is a danger. Playing as Android 16, that is a threat.
I mean, Vegeta also has a DP, which...
I mean, you're right, but I mean, I've seen instances where these DPs don't be acting like DP.
Like, go on. Like, just... As soon as you see a Gohan player, like, charge up and come at you with that punch and vanish, it's like, man, he got so much off of Wake Up DP. What a great system. I think Vanish is getting nerfed too, just because a lot of people say that mechanic.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry for spreading the misinformation. But I just feel as though that that Vanish needs to have consistent, unblock, frame data. Because I am tired of sometimes I blocked just a regular Vanish. I push jab. I'm dead. I've exploded. This man full combo punish. Same situation. Guy hits Vanish. I press jab. This guy's exploded. This woman is done. Toast. I want the consistent frame data. Because I swear sometimes it varies too much. And in this game where you can start off your combo by just mashing square, you can hit confirm anything at any time. This isn't a game where it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting that to hit. I guess I'm not going to get any damage off it. Especially when auto combos vacuum you in.
Oh man, auto combos are what a brilliant system everyone put in the game to make auto combos good. Oh man, that's how you sell the game right there. Make something that's easy for people who don't play fighting games to do, and also make it good on like a competitive standpoint. Like just
yeah, like sometimes in the air, sometimes it's better to do your light auto combo because it will vacuum them back towards your character. So it makes certain follow-ups a lot easier to do.
I actually hate that because it's like, why don't the regular moves have that effect if you're going to give that effect to the auto combo version? And why are there auto combo moves that
are specific to the auto combo?
Yeah, that's actually like a pet peeve of mine with the game. Like auto combo moves that are only specific to auto combos. That's really annoying because some of those normals are actually like pretty good and stuff. But it's like I gotta mash square to get that to come out, and it's like I don't feel like I'm being a smart guy by mashing square. But you know.
But the final note on Dragon Ball FighterZ is there's been leaks and rumors of the characters that will be coming out for the rest of season 1.
And now we have confirmation.
I know we have confirmation now, but what do you think of normal Vegeta and normal Goku?
Well, see, when the first leak list came out, I heard that the reason why those two characters were being put in the game is because they're very popular in Japan, which makes a lot of sense. So they could still put those characters in the game and make them like completely different from Super Saiyan, Goku, Super Saiyan. But the problem that people are having,
Goku to this point still does not bust out Kaioken as like an install. He could have that as an install as regular Goku.
That I feel like that they can't put that in without it being busted. Like installs in the game in general feel.
I mean, Gold Frieza's in the game, and that's not like just giving people the hot mop.
I mean, Frieza's getting buffed though, so we'll see about that. Plus, Frieza gets like interesting things off of like Gold Frieza. So like when the install's done, he gets like a super that he can do off of it, and like
to make sure he's a little bit safe.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. But,
I got hit by that in tournament. Young Metro, he didn't trust me. I was like, oh, that's a free. What's his name? Sabe? The dude from Revival of Frieza or Revival of F?
Yeah.
He got the little laser. That's the dude from off screen that shoots you.
Yeah.
In that super.
Yeah.
So shout outs to Sabe. Fucking gremlin ass motherfucker.
But yeah, I don't know. Like Kaioken install will be interesting, but I feel like they're gonna take away a super to like give him that, which is stupid. Because since regular Kamehameha has already moved,
because Blue goes Kaioken for his level. Was it his level 3 or is it level 5?
Level 3. Technically, it's level 3. You can spend 2 bars to do more damage and have like another animation or whatever. But like, Goku's level 3. Regular Goku level 3 is probably going to be Spirit Bomb because that's the go-to killer for every situation.
Because remember, he can't do Spirit Bomb unless he's in base form.
Yeah,
they confirmed this.
Yeah, and like a level 1 super would probably be like Kamehameha or something, but they might want to stray away from that. So they could do the install, but that means he wouldn't have it'd be like a Gohan situation where he would power up and it would probably have like a hit from the shockwave or something.
Okay, then the last thing we need is like for him to be like level 1 is Kaioken times 2, then times 4, then times 10. Then like let's stay away from that.
Well, there's not very much else they can put in there. I mean, what else does regular Goku even do at that point?
I don't know. Like regular Vegeta, like he's gonna be very Gallic Gun centric. I mean,
also, is regular Goku gonna have a power pole? That's another interesting question.
Yo, he super dashes and the Nimbus picks him up.
Yeah, if he has a power pole, Nimbus, like then that character would be really interesting and completely different from other Gokus that are in the game right now. And then that'd be dope.
I wouldn't bet on that, to be fairly honest, but
yeah,
because it's regular Goku and regular Vegeta, which tells me that it's probably going to be their forms of when they fought each other, Saiyan Saga. So,
which is right after he gave away the power pole. He's like, "Here you go, Gohan. You can take this."
Yeah, so I'm not.
This is not canon.
I'm not really expecting that to be a thing, but Regular Vegeta, he's just gonna be kind of generic, isn't he?
Gallic Gun, that like Kaioken power up form that he did against Goku, where he was throwing fire. Maybe Grade 8 form for that, which
that'll be his level 3. But
hopefully.
like at that point, like if he level 3s and he becomes Grade 8, then it's like,
I don't see
well,
that.
then how does he untransform unless like the level 3 is also going to be him bodying the character and then Yajirobe cutting off the tail?
That's the only way to make that look dope. He comes in, he like hits you with something, he throws the false moon, turns into. Actually, no, they can put in a system where like he has a false moon like move, and then that's the only way he can do his level 3. Like how in Marvel 3, Virgil has to be Devil Trigger to actually do his level 3 like move. So like they could like have a false moon, he transforms to do his level 3 or whatever. Like he hits you, transforms, like beats you up or whatever, and like does a mouth blast. And then Yajirobe comes out like ah, and cuts off his tail, and he's like,
it's got to be the Jumpman pose. Like he's gonna just cut and then he comes back to have a little bit of a down state like a level 3 Gold Frieza.
Yeah, something like that.
But what do you think about those other characters that are rumored to come out, like Final Form Cooler?
I mean, if they make it Meta Cooler, that'd be kind of.
I wouldn't want Meta Cooler. That's the one I don't want.
Because you have to blow up a star.
No. My problem with Mecha Cooler is just like, it was the most lazy goddamn thing.
Of course.
In all the Budokai games. All of you are guilty. This cooler spaceship shit. He didn't get his powers from a spaceship. It's just a recolor of Frieza's spaceship move when he becomes Mecha Frieza. And your boy says, I am Chrome now. It's like, bro, I'd rather like when you activate it, the character that I'm playing as punches you so hard you just end up in a star. You just come out, I'm Chrome. That would have been better. But you just say, nah, man, I got the hookup, man. I got the DLC, you know what I'm saying? They just hooked me up with the Chrome Body 2.0. Coming out here looking like a Ready Player One fan fiction character.
I think Cooler will be all right, but like, I mean, he'll be.
He's got to have the Scorpion mask. Like, if he's not that Cooler, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, they got to do that to separate him from Frieza, definitely. Because if he's just a Frieza function, then
Frieza function.
I don't need all that. Like, if he's Brawling Cooler with the mask and everything, then they could like do some stuff. They'll have to give him armor moves though. So
I mean, they would, but at the same time, apparently armor is being changed in some way.
Whoa.
Like, we don't necessarily know what that way is.
Well,
because they said they're toning down 16, and the only thing I can think they could turn down is how his 5H works. Unless they're gonna turn down how many grabs he can do in a combo, which is one grab, one straight grab, one rising grab. But I don't think they're gonna change that because that wouldn't really make much sense.
They don't need to like destroy his BMDs like that or anything like that.
Like I don't like the only other thing I think they could change is delaying his auto combo to be a tick throw.
I mean, yeah, that's.
I think that's one of the. I mean, if that got changed, I mean that sucks. But I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't kill the character.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid that they're gonna cut somebody's arms off in this patch.
They might take away like a few frames of armor that he has on 5H or something like that because of the video of like Gohan doing like lightning legs and just going and like charging through it. But
we call those hard reads where I come from, boys.
Whatever. I mean, if they're gonna change armor in general, then that sucks for Broly because
that's all he is.
Yeah, that's his big go-to thing. Like he's got like big normals and whatnot, but like the dude is big and gunky because he has armor, and so. Well, who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do? But like back to regular Vegeta, level 1 is probably gonna be Gallic Gun, and I hope that you can aim it straight because Blue Vegeta's Gallic Gun is kind of trash in my opinion. Like it's really weird because you have to like aim it up, so it's like I can't like it's not a move that you can throw out. It's a move that you got to combo into most of the time, and like he's got the like other super, the like super where he like beats you up or whatever, and that's a lot more common because it's easier to like do stuff off of, or it's easier to give you like a setup and things like that. So it's like I don't know what they're gonna do with regular Vegeta. It's very limited. I wonder if he's gonna wear a scouter. But yeah,
well, of course he is. It's just at the beginning of the match he's gonna break it.
Yeah,
he's gonna. They're gonna do the joke. If they don't do the joke, then like I'll actually be shocked.
They're gonna give him that reference, which is I mean, that's fine. It's for the fans. But
And this is definitely a fan fiction like game here. So
also, is regular Vegeta gonna encompass Vegeta on Namek? Is it basically gonna encompass Vegeta from when he showed up to when he died the first time? Or
if that's the case, he better get the 2-finger death point. How he killed my boy Quee.
yes.
That better be his level 3 right there.
That would be sick. That would be
But he's got to
sick
say the
though.
line, at least in English. I'll see you in the next dimension.
I don't think Chris Sabat's gonna come out and do all that.
I understand that. Yo, there is an actual video where it just counts all the time somebody said the next dimension.
That's because that dub was something else.
Yo, the next dimension was godlike though.
It was honestly like that.
Like they said, when they said they meant it with all the authority in the world, people, don't forget.
But yeah, I mean, the patch will come out and we'll see. We'll have to see what happens from there. If they at least like release like patch notes before we get the patch, that'd be really, really helpful and really nice because it's gonna be long. It's gonna be super long. Like definitely like Street Fighter V Arcade Edition patch notes long because every character. It looks like most of the cast is getting changed. The ones that aren't getting touched, I mean, like they're gonna get like some kind of system change that affects them. Like it's interesting. Like seeing that picture of all the characters that are getting touched is interesting because characters that people don't really like focus on too much, characters that are good but people don't like put the work in for and stuff like that, they're getting touched.
Yeah.
And so hopefully it's not going to be like a weird Capcom situation where like some characters just get nerfed just because it's like you guys didn't know about this tech but we know about it so we're getting rid of it. So
We played Russian roulette with who getting the buffs and who getting the nerfs. 16 buff, Broly buff, but young Piccolo nerfed into the ground. What?
That man already got nerfed. So, but like I kind of understood that nerf because it was like the whole mix-up.
Bro, you couldn't even see, man. It is blind.
It's like, okay guys, so the animation is putting me in the mix-up right now? Alright, okay.
But yeah, moving past that, just in case any of you want to know, yes, I will be playing sets with viewers for Dragon Ball FighterZ, Injustice 2, and now Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. So, all you Capcom guys who want to just come in here and just slap me on up and wrist your hands, don't worry. The invitations are open, the door's open, come do what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll be bodying you guys, that's right.
But yeah, so moving past the FGC stuff, I didn't get the chance to talk to you about this. We talked about it on my channel. It's definitely, I think, by far my most popular upload at this point. But there was a certain stream that happened a couple of weeks back, and I haven't gotten the Peanut Gallery's opinions on what happens when the bullies are told
Oh man,
that we know who you are.
that was the
And we know what you play.
that was straight out of like 2010, 2009, something like that. Something they would do back then when like people who don't care about video games at all wanted to tell people, no, video games are the reason why your children are shooting up schools and stabbing people. And it's like, sir, I don't think that's really the case. And it's like, no. Don't you see what's happening in this
But I
video
love
game?
how the trailer was so abrasive. Like, all right. You're gonna be just the innocent gamer, right? Like they were just like just simulate with your hands that you're playing a game.
All right.
You're just sitting over there minding your business, doing stuff, and then some dude just comes over. That's right, bitch. You're not shit. I hope you die. Get in the kitchen. The only thing I need to see in your hands isn't a controller. It's my joystick. Now get the massaging my massive fucking cock. Like, what type of shit?
That's not
Like, that was the voiceover there. It wasn't
yeah.
someone talking on a mic
It was
in a
literally-
normal voice.
That's right, you're gonna die, bitch. I was like, I don't think anybody does that. All
right. So, we're all playing video games. Like, I have never heard anyone ever refer to someone in a video game match as a gamer, as gamer was part of the insult. Because you're here too, bucko. You are also gaming. He was like, that's right, you gamer, bitch. I was like, okay, the gamer part was a little stupid. Sometimes some people were overselling the hot nonsense mumbo jumbo they were trying to speak into the mic. But, they were all speaking with that voice, not a voice that you would comfortably speak into a microphone with, but, the hunched up shoulders, pointed down neck. That's right, you whore.
Like, the message that they were, like, going for was, like, I get, you know, oh, women get harassed by
Yeah,
male,
but here's the problem. The people who were behind that, they were some shysters. They were some liars, some
it was a
deceivers.
scam. It was a huge scam.
Legitimately, I feel bad for all the companies involved who decided to jump into this because we know how this went. We know how these board meetings work out. They said, we're championing women who are going to fight for their own right to survive, and they're just going to push each other and support each other. Most people see that on a fucking contract and go, wow, we got to get behind this. Steve...
some of those sponsors were interesting. Like, I want to know how Vertigear got into all of this. Cause
I guarantee you, somebody knew somebody or was fucking somebody or had just a nice, friendly relationship with somebody on one of these teams. And they said, hey, man, you know, you guys might want to get on this because they're selling it really good. So they probably had that one meeting where the sponsors were there and they said, all right, this is cool. Because remember, they had that, oh, God, the people who made that garbage comic. I didn't show you the comic?
Garbage comic?
Okay, I need to show you that after this episode is over. But yeah, it featured your boy Jaden Smith, his character from the anime.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of hot nonsense where his face melted halfway through. But yeah, it was about bullying. And they had this weird, like, it was like the coalition of diversity for gamers or something like that. And they had like 140 something followers or something like that. When you go to their website, it's the comic, a couple of t-shirts, and if you go down to their social media, you click on the Instagram actually doesn't go to their Instagram, it goes to a dead page.
Wow.
But they do have an Instagram, it's just not linked to their page at all. And I think this page has been up for several years, so no one seems to have noticed this yet. You think they would fix something like that, but that's not how it's going down, unfortunately for them. So, a lot of janky stuff going on over there, and even they decided they were going to drop Bully Hunters. Bully Hunters' website is down. Bully Hunters completely just crashed and burned.
There was no way that was surviving after the stream came out. After the
Especially,
internet came out.
Especially after, what was it, Zombie Unicorn? She came out and she was like, hey guys, this really didn't go the way I wanted, but I'm just trying to champion, going against hate. And then she's saying some hurtful shit to people, like, yo, who the fuck are you with your low follower count ass? And apparently girls are coming out saying that, oh, she bullied us, blah, 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 used her clout against us. I was like, yo, weaponized clout?
Nobody involved in that.
No one came out clean.
No one came out clean, of course.
And it was a big marketing ploy to try to sell headsets to female gamers who were like, wow, this is what real gamer grills look like? I want to be just like them. I got this limited edition Bully Hunter Steel Series headset, and yeah, it's just great.
I mean, one of the many problems was that...
I should have bought one just to have a fucking trophy. But that would be rewarding the bad behavior.
They were basically saying that, you can sign up for a Bully Hunter in any game that you play online, but they were like mainly showing Counter-Strike.
But here's the problem with the Counter-Strike. If you watch the footage,
they
change game modes.
It was all trash.
They change maps in the middle of the thing, and they're trying to string it together. It was just pre-recorded footage. It's like, we're going to go live now to a bully hunt. And it's just like, that's right, gamer whore. And it's like, so you mean to tell me that your boy, as soon as they went live, just so happened to start talking then? A fine toss. A fine toss.
I mean... they're all in there playing games while they're recording the live stream, so, that's how it works, right?
No, but my favorite thing was, I'm sorry to cut you off, but when the lights go dim, that means that a bully hunt is in progress.
Yeah, except they showed a bully hunt before that where they didn't do any of that, so it was like, so now we have a...
Yo, it's like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
That's dope, though. You can't do that and it not be dope. Like that whole, yeah, we cut the lights down. Oh my god, what's that noise? Bang, bang, bang. Oh my god, there's a bully hunt going on. We have to look right now. It's like, all
but
right.
They wanted to be live PD so bad. But yo, that Asian dude in the crowd, he's the MVP. That was the most disapproving look of 2018. No, we have 8 months left. Nothing's topping it. He won. Give that man the championship right now. It's over. No one will ever be as disappointed, disgruntled, agitated as that man was at that particular moment. Now, the close runner-up was the woman sitting to his left, first row. She went most distraught face ever, like, the fact that that's not a reaction image at this point is kind of disappointing me. Internet, you're making a mistake. But just that one small snippet where she was in between the two host shoulders, just like, that was the best. That was a marquee moment.
And then there was the interview with the gamer girl who was there, and like, yeah, she was like, yeah, I've been harassed playing games, but bully hunters to save my life, like she was giving that whole spiel. And
it reminded me of the Judge Joe Brown, or was it Judge Mathis intro?
Oh yeah.
You know the part where he's like, I was in an inner city school, my father walked out on me, and I went to jail, I was in lockup, but then I got my life together and went to law school, and the music changes to this like just low key.
All in all, it was pretty apparent that was a scam. Like, if it wasn't a scam, then like it needed to be canceled, and it would have been canceled if it was real. Like that there are a lot of reasons why what they said that they were doing wasn't realistic at all.
But this is one of the main problems that I have with certain issues that happen. I mean, we see it on Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
There'll be people who will like get so upset and they'll say, "I'm tired of people thinking feminism is just a fringe group of people who just are out of touch. We're not like this. We're blah 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 blah." And you know what? Most of them are right. Feminism is a real problem. I mean, come on, we've seen the incels, bro. We know. We've been to conventions. We've seen how these people are. We've seen how some of these dudes, they will stalk these chicks. They're just like, oh my God, I want a nut in your shoes. And it's like, what type of shit is this? And then you got, like, I mean, like, you see the nonsense that be going on out there. But at the same time, you got shows like Bully Hunters, and then you got people who claim that they're feminists who are championing bully hunters and writing articles like, bully hunters is what we need. And then this, like, there's a reason why it's hard for a lot of these quote-unquote movements to get off the fucking ground. Because some of these people, they back the wrong people.
I mean, that whole thing was a cash grab.
It was, but I'm just saying, like, come on now. I mean, the Anita Sarkeesian thing. Like, there's certain individuals who do stuff. Like, it's like, I should say they're not even trying to be activists for change. They're just trying to gain more clout.
I don't think it was even about clout. I think they were just trying to take advantage.
Well, yeah, they were trying to take advantage of a certain demographic and get some of that money. It was to sell headsets, dog. You can't tell me that you're going to go anti-bullying for a limited edition fucking headset. And then you're going to tell me that all proceeds go to a celebrity charity. And I'm thinking to myself, you mean a charity run by millionaires and billionaires needs money from a fucking headset? Thank you, engineer. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, like, that's not to say that the whole, like, women being sexually harassed, or women being harassed while playing games is not a real thing. Like, that happens. But
also, did you hear about how they conducted the study?
Oh, man. The data from, like, 2010 or something?
No, it's from 2012, which, it's within 6 years, whatever, that's fine. But that's the way they extrapolated the data. The way they tried to pursue it was 21 million gamers have been pushed out of the game, like, out of gaming. But the survey was, has harassment ever caused you to leave a game? Like, leave one game. Not quit a game. Like, have you ever left the lobby or left one particular match because of harassment? They chose to push that as 21 million gamers have quit games. Like, quit altogether. Like, left the industry. They're done. They out here, they doing crochet, cricket, they out here playing baseball, they're doing other things with their lives, just Netflix binging, no more video games.
it's not.
And the survey, they only interviewed 86 people.
Of course.
Or like 100 and something people. And then 86 of which said that, they have, and then they just extrapolate that data for any woman who would own a video game console or PC in the entire North American continent, I believe. Or it was just US, either one of the two. But then they tried to make it worldwide. Like, the survey in no way reflected anything that they were talking about. And they thought... And what's funny was, there were women who were saying this stuff. There were women who were saying that the studies were wrong. And then you had Zombie Unicorn telling them, that's just your internalized misogyny. You hate yourself and you hate women because you let men speak up for you. And then she blocked them.
I mean... Yeah, those are tons of, like, super...
Charged emotions, fam.
Those are super deep problems. I mean, that's a whole different long conversation. But yeah, it's not supposed to, like, take away from, whether or not that happens. It's just that they made it harder for people to take it seriously because they used it as a scam. Anybody who watches that is not going to be like, "Oh my god, is this real?" Like,
I mean, look at my man in the crowd.
Only people who like don't know anything about games, people who don't play games, people
who watch Ready Player One more than once.
I wouldn't say all that. Even those people would look at it and be like, "This is not real." Like,
you sure of that? Because I mean, we know Ike.
Even so.
You saw the emotion, right? Y'all saw that he had to think about that.
Even so, it was just really dumb on their part to try and take something like women being harassed and take advantage of the fact that women being like sexually abused or harassed or anything in general is like being outed and people are finally like sticking up for it and being like, look, it's not good to do that. Women should never be put through that. You should never put down a woman who says that that happened to her, etc., etc. Like taking that and then just using it to make money, like exploit it for money. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, exploiting it for money is just not. It's just not the.
It's not a good look. It's not safe.
But yeah, Bully Hunter was a scam. It was a good joke.
It was a good meme of the month, meme of the week.
What else is on the docket today?
Well, your boy's on national television now. You want to talk about your TBS syndicated show brought to you by your boys over at E-League, The Challenger, Street Fighter Live.
The Challenger is interesting. Like it was. I mean, it's good that like TBS, was like, hey, let's do something that'll let people know that people who play fighting games, for money are real people just like you and me, et cetera, et cetera. Like that's what they tried to do with Tekken Takedown by showing like people's backstories, like that whole
like Poke Chop was a father.
Yeah,
they
were
trying
great.
to. Yeah, I know. It was like they were really trying to sell people on emotion. They were really, really, really showing that some of the people that you see just. Let's be honest. There are times where most people who aren't like they don't go to events, they don't go to locals, they don't go to majors, they don't travel, they don't even go to conventions. They just see certain videos where it's just. That's right, fuck you, fuck your mom, fuck Aunt Jemima's, you ain't nothing, and you ain't never gonna be nothing, because I'm a god. And then them doing wacky emotes. And they think that's just who they are all the time.
Yeah.
There are people who are in my Discord and they're like, yo, I can't believe that your boy did him like that. Wow, he's a scumbag. And I'm like, those two people that you're saying that is they were being scumbags, you should follow each other on Twitter, right? Like, that, like, they've taken a selfie together at the tournament. After that, like, you can't be offended. Stop being offended for these people that you don't know. Like, we gotta talk about that I'm getting tired of these people who are willing to, like, bat and go the extra fucking mile for people they've never met, people they will never meet, and, actually just lay down the fucking gauntlet on anyone who dares dislike whatever video gamer, cosplayer, content creator that they just so happen to like. Anybody that goes against them or goes against that grain, they want to fight, square up on, call them a piece of shit. But if someone said that shit about their mom, their family, or, by extension, brother, sister, best friend, all of a sudden they ain't about none of this action. You know what I'm talking. We know people. What you say some shit about Angry Joe? Nah, we can take this outside, fam. Oh, you say fuck my mom? All right, you good, bro? You good, bro? You got it.
Yeah, but back to the Challenger.
I'm sorry. That was just something that has always bothered me when I'm at these conventions and people like, yo, event, we gonna square up because homie, you out here talking about my boy and I can't have that.
Anyways,
that's happened twice now.
Anyways, back to the Challenger. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a reality show that TBS made, in not sponsorship, but with E-League.
Because E-League is owned by TBS.
Yeah, so E-League is owned by Turner. So TBS is going to show, another, I guess, season of E-League relatively soon. E-League's an invitational for Street Fighter V. Well, this time for Street Fighter V, where they, fly out a bunch of players, have them, play sets against each other in, like, a tournament format, and then, someone gets a prize, of course. So the Challenger was a show where they took certain players and put them all in the house, made them live in the house real world style, and basically made it so that they would compete to get a spot to be on E-League. And so the second episode aired yesterday. The first episode was on Twitch. It was on TBS. Twitch aired like the first episode over and over again.
For 24 hours, it
Yeah.
was a straight marathon, so there was no excuse for anyone who was even interested in the show to have missed the show. But after that, they said that all the episodes will only be available on cable. And like I said, like I was too busy doing other stuff. So fill me in. Episode 2, what happened?
I didn't catch all of episode 2. I watched like half of the episode. They did a challenge where they had like a round robin. I don't know what the stipulations were for the round robin. I don't know if they like got to actually pick their characters and like actually play like a real like round robin with each other and like play against each other with their actual characters, or if they were just like doing like a random challenge where they pick random and then play against each other with just random characters, or something wacky like that to make it interesting. But in the episode, what was it? I believe JB was the one who was sent to the good old elimination bracket, and he had to choose somebody to face off against. And spoilers, JB ended up choosing Sherry Jennings, which everybody was surprised by, because like the whole episode, Dayasha was like hyping it up like, hey, he's gonna choose me. He's like, because everybody sees me as the weakest. He's gonna choose me because I'm gonna be a layup. He was like getting really like tense about that, and then he switched it up and chose Sherry because he was like, I play her a decent amount, so I've like played her before and I know what to expect from her. I've not played him, regardless of like him allegedly being a layup and whatnot. I'd rather go with someone that I know I can beat than someone I probably can beat, but I'm not sure about because I don't know. And so they played, and my thing about the show is that like the reality aspect is cool, like them showing them like interacting with each other, being cool with each other, and like talking shit to each other, all that jazz, all that's cool. But at the end of the day, it's supposed to be about Street Fighter V, and it's supposed to be about these players playing Street Fighter V. But when it gets to the elimination round, or like any of these things where they show gameplay, they don't show the full match, which maybe there's time constraints on that, but these guys, they play a first to 5, and you get like clips of
you
the
might
match.
get like, out of what we'd say an average Street Fighter V first to 5 set probably takes at least 15-20 minutes, and that would obviously be half the show's runtime, but they clip it down to around 2 to 5.
Yeah, somewhere like 2 to 5 minutes.
And they just show highlights from each round, and then like they'll just add in a little bit of asides to the people who are actually competing at the time. Like, man, I didn't think he was gonna pick Guile on me, but he picked Guile on me. He tried to style on me, and I was like, man, I don't know how to fight this dude. I might pick Guile because I thought Guile was just a great character. I knew I was going to be in this person's head. Just going to manipulate some of those fantastic buttons and throw some sonic booms out there and get the W. And like they just spliced that in, so like those people who came here to see people qualify, because remember they're trying to qualify to play against the best of the best at the Invitational. But it just seems like that takes a back seat to the stuff in the back seats of this show. And I understand you can watch Street Fighter V on their streams. You can watch Street Fighter V pretty much all day, any day. But once again, this isn't just like the real world where it's just gamers who are just, overall just play a various, abundance of video games. Just all, because at that point, you're not coming there for a specific game. So you can get the vignettes and the snippets and things of that nature. But this is for something where you're supposed to be trying to get these people to look, I guess legitimate would be a good word.
Yeah.
Because what you don't want is for this to end up with, the Wild Wild West way of eliminating people. And then it's just like, well, this 5-episode series didn't really build up this person who won to make me think they're a credible threat at E-League.
Yeah. The thing about the show that's my problem is that it's supposed to create drama by putting these specific people, together. Like, mainly people were, super concerned about Low Tier God and, how he was going to act and stuff like that. Even though, honestly, if you pay attention to Low Tier God, you'll know that he's not going to just, like wild out and be like, yeah, that's right, your shit, I'm the best, oh my God, I'm Low Tier God, Like, none of that was going to happen. I knew going in, none of that was going to happen.
The dude is the Teen Titans go with the FGC. These are facts. He is fully aware of the hot nonsense that he does, and he is fully aware of the limitation that he needs to put on some of these things in certain environments in order to exceed and succeed in terms of being an entertainer. Because he's an entertainer.
Yeah.
Entertainer first. And that's what he tries to excel in.
And the thing about that is that, like, they hyped up the drama, and then there was, like, basically none with him. Literally, he got eliminated in the first episode because one of the players, Rob TV, chose him and was like, I want you to, like, earn your stripes. Like, show me why you're good, because I have, you know, this list of achievements right here. You just have your internet bullying and, you know, all the shit talking that you say to people and stuff like that, and your streams where you rage and this and that. And it's like, I want to see you put your money, you know, the phrase. Yeah, I just want to see you, like, go through.
Put your money where your mouth is. Got you, dog.
Yeah, you know, that thing. So the drama that they try to build up in the show doesn't really get anywhere, because like with the second episode, most of what I saw was just like everybody freaking out because, you know, some people were just kind of like, you should vote in Diasha because, you know, he's a layup, you should get rid of him. Or actually, you should vote in this strong player because if you get rid of the strong player first,
you gotta deal with them later.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with them later. That increases your chances.
Quick question though. Since you saw episode 2, how have they handled the people who are eliminated but are still in the house?
So they consider them to be ghosts. Like, I don't know if like this was just Low Tier God's outfit or if they like did it on purpose, but he was wearing like a white t-shirt and some pants, and so like they were like referring to him as like a ghost in the house because he was still able to stay in the house and still like play with people and stuff like that and like talk and whatnot, but he just wasn't like an actual competitor, so he wasn't part of the challenges or anything like that.
Okay. Now, my next question is, and this is a question I'm sure I've seen a lot of people actually bring this up. Do you think they're gonna go take the cheap way out in like episode 4 and be like, one of our eliminated competitors will be revived?
Someone actually, I think James Chen is the one that like mentioned that they, I don't think they actually like solidified how many people are coming out of the challenger and so like going to E-League. So like, yeah, it could be like 2 people that are getting spots and going there. So it could be like, you know, you get to grand finals, it's like both of you are going. That's right. You got out of pools.
No, I got it. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna have them play the set, and then they're gonna go, well, it was a great set, but you're both going A-League. And it's gonna be like, wait, what? And then, you know, they're gonna hug each other and be like, you know, things didn't really go the way I wanted. The person who lost the set was like, things didn't really go the way I wanted, but you know, now I got the second chance. I'm gonna show you what I'm really all about.
The thing about the show is, there's a lot of like, I don't know, there's a lot of like professionalism and like cheese in it. And like, I get the professionalism part, but like, there's a lot of cheese of like people going like, oh man, like this opportunity is just so amazing. Like I never thought I'd be here and stuff like that. And it's just like, when do we get like the real interactions between you guys? Like, when do we see like the real like shit talking? Like, nah, man, you can't beat me. Do you know who I am? And you know, like stuff like that. Like,
well, even if like you were talking about, you know, some of the stuff that's hammed up. Like, one of my favorite things about new reality shows is watching how they enter the fucking house. Because normally these are like some basic houses. Like, these are like red, but I'm talking about they walk in the door and they be like, wow, yo, this is clean. It's like, it's a bunk bed.
yeah.
Like, wait, like, come on now. I'm gonna need you to. You ain't seen the bed. Like, you sleep on a mattress that's just attached to the floor. Like, my man.
I mean, I get the whole point, but like, yeah.
Like, we know why they do it. I'm just saying.
Going back to like the matches, I haven't checked if the E-League like YouTube channel is doing anything like this, but like it'd be nice if they, you know, did take the footage of the whole first to 5 set that they did and like at least put it on YouTube so that people can find it and like watch it. Because first off, that would get you know, E-League more views because people who are invested in this like are gonna want to see the full set to really see what happened. And also, I mean, like there was commentary and all this other stuff. And okay, and aside, while they're playing their matches, when certain people say certain things, all of a sudden the show turns into pop-up video. And you get a little pop-up that shows up and says, you know, this term. And one of my pet peeves is that in the first episode, God, what was the term? I'm not gonna remember this. Someone said something.
So an example. So I'm assuming an example of this would be something along the lines of if Tasty Steve or Sage M, whatever, sitting there watching it, and they says, that right there is some mighty fine neutral he's playing. Now pop up will pop up like the neutral.
Yeah,
like explain what the concept of the neutral is.
In episode 2, Sherry was talking about like getting her DPs out a lot, and so then it would pop up and be like DPs, the Dragon Punch and Street Fighter, and stuff like that would pop up. Like it popped up a lot more.
We gotta remember this show is catered to, for some reason. Okay, I don't want to say for some reason because it makes me sound like I'm making it sound like they're stupid. I'll say this: the show isn't meant for us. It's not meant for them. It's meant for people, because you see the advertisements that are weaved into the show. This is somehow supposed to sell copies of Street Fighter V to people who are just watching and saying, wow, these guys are having fun. And they're just regular people. I'm a regular person. I'm going to play Street Fighter V.
It don't really look like they're having that much fun. Like, during the sets, it's very tense for a lot of people. I mean, like, you see people on Saturday, like, oh man, oh whoa, that was dope, like shit like that. But like, I remember the term now. So like in the first episode, Low Tier God starts off with Urian and does his V skill, and I think Tasty Steve or Sage Jam says that he traits up, which is like an Injustice reference, and on the screen it said trade up, and then it described what a trade is, and it was just like that was not the term at all. So whoever's been doing the pop-ups wasn't paying attention.
Well, yeah, remember this is all pre-recorded, so I mean, like obviously this isn't live, so therefore they can kind of just do whatever, because they don't want to always be quote unquote technically correct, because this is supposed to be for the technical people.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like the commentators messing it
up.
I
know. I'm just saying the person who did the cards could have said put air quotes around, or I guess real quotes since it was a pop-up around trade up, and it said it's a. It's equivalent is the V skill, and then explain what a V skill is and all that nonsense.
My thing is that
I just don't think they need to be there.
Yeah.
Because most of the people who are watching this are people who already play the game in some capacity, or at least have enough, I guess, experience with fighting games to where they just know.
And that's the problem with the show and the way that they're like putting out the show right now. Like they're saying that. They said only the first episode is streamed, all the other episodes are on TV. So now, this community of people who primarily are used to watching stuff like this on streams, on Twitch, are going to have to watch it on TV if they care. And, like, I think I saw something, like, I saw a commercial that said that the next episode that's coming out next week is coming out at 2 a.m.? Like,
yeah, it's going to be 11 West Coast time now. Instead of 11 East Coast time.
So
I got pushed back 3 hours?
Which 11 p.m. in general is kind of like a pretty late time for a new show to come on.
Especially a show that's only going to be on for five weeks.
Yeah. So them putting it on at 2 a.m. Eastern time, that's hurtful, because it's again not being streamed. So unless you're so dedicated that you want to stay up till 2 a.m. on the East Coast.
I forgot. It might actually be 2 people, because there's 7 competitors and there's 5 episodes. Which means if you eliminate 5 people, you'd have 2 left. Unless they're going to have the double elimination episode, which I doubt. Because that means you'd have to play 2 sets.
Yeah.
And that's literally going to be like 45 minutes in and of its own self. So they're not going to do that. So I guess the math works out there.
I don't know. I mean, it's a good attempt. Like the show, like the concept of the show is like pretty interesting, but
I think the show honestly is just the open beta for season 2.
Of course,
I
know this is just promotional material for the big E-League when that comes on TV, because that's really gonna be hype, because it's gonna show the matches, it's gonna have player interviews and stuff like that. But this show is still kind of supposed to put it out there for those players who are on the show too. But it's I don't know. It's really wishy-washy with how they're doing it, and I don't know if it's gonna turn out well. It's gonna be cool that they're on TV and they can be like, "Hey guys, I was on TPS," and whatnot. But it's
honestly, I think it's harmless. It doesn't do anything for me. It probably doesn't do anything for most people, but it's harmless.
I just feel bad for like the people who are a part of it, because it's like they're probably expecting this to be like, you know, something that's gonna put them on, but it's not really like looking like it's that situation.
Yeah, but you can at least put it on the resume and say that you've been on national TV.
Of course.
And for a lot of people, that's all it takes to get the foot in the door. Like that's kind of like quote unquote getting a degree for certain jobs. You can be dumb as a sack of bricks, but if you got that piece of paper, Albert Einstein, who has no paper, guess what? He ain't get the job. You are.
Like a lot
You
of
might be
reality
fired
stars,
in 2 weeks, but you getting the job.
One thing though is that a lot of reality stars get their like debut or their like exposure through like, you know, drama or events that happen on their show, like real world characters who get into a fight and then they end up on like the challenge or, you know, somewhere else, or like was it New York from Flavor of Love? She has their, you know, scene where she like throws that chick at the camera and so she got a show off of it, and so, you know, that pushed her, you know, reality star.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, this is esports, so like, you know, they're not gonna let that type of action really, like the most savage you're probably gonna get is what happened episode 1, Rob TV, low tier guy. That's probably gonna be.
But see, the thing about that is that it's on TV, so it's still like at the end of the day it's supposed to be good TV regardless of being esports. So it's still like they could get exposure to be on other things because of them, you know, making good TV, but it's not.
Yeah, but it's a very manicured thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard, especially when, like, look, I'm just going to say this. Most people are not used to having cameras around them damn near all the time. At all hours of the day. And now you got to make that adjustment, but you still have to be you. And that's not something that a lot of people are going to find an easy balance with. Like I said, I do not know the inner workings of how this particular reality show was filmed, but a lot of these people, they get that feeling up here where they know the camera's on, and they'll just wild out a little bit harder. In some cases, there are actually people who are told, "Hey, act out a little bit more, just a little bit more." And like on episode 5, they're out here like, "I ain't doing nothing else until she comes see me. And if she don't come see me, well, it's about be time for it." And they'll tell them to make fucking verbal mistakes, like grammatically, so it sounds funny. Like, you ain't gonna do, like, they ain't gonna say you ain't gonna do nothing. They're gonna say, nothing you gonna ever do gonna stop me ever will. Like, what type of shit is that?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I hope the show does well. Next episode has Lupe Fiasco, the Daigo Slayer. So,
anyways, we ain't even gonna talk about that.
Nah,
man.
that. You know, it's probably gonna be like the best episode out of the whole series. Like, he's gonna come out and be like, "Look, guys, you can't beat me because I beat Daigo, so you're all gonna have to challenge me."
Yo, if that's a challenge, beat him. Yo, he better not beat nobody. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Nah, they're gonna like put like a handicap or something to make him like.
Think I look in the mirror? Now you gotta play a real person in the mirror.
Something like that, but yeah.
So this asshole just gonna sit out here with this loud ass. What the fuck is that?
A lawnmower?
Nah, that's a big ass lawnmower. This motherfucker got the crop slayer. This man is trying to hurt fucking steer with that motherfucker. Goddamn.
Anyways, I'm off the whole challenger thing. Like, what else? What else is there? What else?
I think that's about it. Thank you for joining us. Young crop circle out there is making sure that we have to bring this to a close. But yeah, I've been your boy, Mr. Cthulhu Hoop. Hopefully, if you like seeing more videos like this, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. If you have any answers to any of the questions that we asked, go ahead and make sure you do the same. If you have any questions of your own, don't worry, we'll answer them in the comment section below. So, would you like to say any parting words?
First off, the internet was a mistake. Always remember that, people. Second off, find me on Twitter. Follow me. It should be at disaster Abdul ABDUL. All one word. Find me on Twitter. Follow me. You know, talk shit. You know, do whatever you want. Find me on there, and we can have.
Go ahead, show off your hat. Show them how weeb you really are.
Nah, we not seeing this Mob Psycho hat that I got right here. Yeah.
Yo, trash.
Nah, you're not gonna tell me that this anime wasn't dope. All right. Anyways, yeah. Follow me on Twitter if you want to tell me that Mob Psycho is trash so we can fight. Alright, we're good?